Okay, guys, my name is Jessica Craig. Sarah, your hair looks amazing when you do it like that. I'm super excited. This is Shug. Say, hey, she just pulled her second tooth, so she's pumped up and excited. Okay, thank you. Bye. So we're going to get started. We're going to go ahead and share a little bit of info with you guys. Who on here, if I can see you, is on here to hear a little bit more about Prove It, meaning you're not already a promoter? If you can just raise your hand for me. Hey, Morgan. Anybody else, if I can't see your face, you can type it in the chat and just say, I'm new or I'm not a promoter or whatever, just so I'll know kind of who we've got on the call tonight. Okay, Sierra sees a couple people. Okay, good deal. Stephen is actually on here, and he is literally 2 feet from me, but we're not sitting together, so we're Zooming separately. Anyway, so I'm Jessica Craig. I'm fired up, super excited. Can't wait to share with you guys a little bit about what has happened in our lives over the past 10 months. So believe it or not, Prove It is brand new. So the company is 2 years old. They're a brand new baby company, and we were introduced to the product right at 10 months ago. And so here's kind of how it happened. My friend Mandy, she shared with me the campfire video. She sent me a message. She's like, oh my gosh, Jess, you have to check this out. I found this. It's amazing. It was me and a few of our girlfriends, and she just was super excited about it. So we were all like, okay, we got to check this out. So we watched that campfire video. Who on here has seen the campfire video? Raise your hand. Hopefully every single person. So the campfire video explained to me what this product was supposed to do. And my first initial thought was, no way, there's no way that this powder you can mix in water is going to do all these crazy things that it says it's going to do. And that lasted about 5 seconds. And then my second thought was, oh my gosh, if this is real, if it does what it says it's going to do, first of all, I've got to have some right now. Second of all, I've got to be a part of this. I have to share this with other people. This is probably what I've been praying for. So long story short, ordered the product, got it, tried it, loved it, decided right away that I wanted to be a promoter. Me and my husband, we jumped in head first. We got the experience pack. We'll go over that with you in just a few minutes and kind of explain to you what that is. But we were in a situation where we had a 2-month-old baby boy. We were struggling financially. I was pretty depressed. You know how it is if you've ever had a baby. So you've got a lot going on. You're exhausted, just run ragged. And then adding, not sure how we're going to continue to live the lifestyle that we're living. That was really not a good time for me. So, like I said, I had been praying for God to send us something, to show me a sign, or just kind of let me know, like, hey, Jess, this is what you need to do. I'm a dental hygienist by trade. I hadn't done that in about 5 or 6 years and didn't really want to go back to that. I didn't want to have to put my newborn baby in daycare and go back to cleaning teeth every day, because that just didn't fill my cup, if you know what I mean. That wasn't something that I loved or wanted to do for the rest of my life. So, this was placed right in my path by my friend Mandy, and I decided to jump in and give it a try. And that has been probably the best decision that I've ever made in my whole entire life. So that was 10 months ago. We had hopes to be able to continue to pay our bills, you know what I mean? And it has turned into so much more than we had ever dreamed for. Look at Parker. More than we had ever dreamed for, hoped for, or even thought about dreaming for, honestly. My husband, he's on here. Wave, Stephen. There he is. He was actually able to quit his full-time job after about 5 months of being with Prove It. So we are both full-time provers. We work from home and just get to wake up every day and think, who can we share this with today? Whose life can we change today? The product, as most of you know, I figure if you're on this, you've probably at least tried the product. So you know how awesome it is. We've both had great results. I lost all my baby weight, and so I'm back down to my pre-pregnancy clothes, which is huge. My little boy just turned 1, so that's a really big deal. we sleep like a rock, which he really slept pretty good anyway, so I can't really say much about him. But here's the way it was for us. He would go to sleep first because he's a man and obviously doesn't have a whole lot going on up there. I'm not sure, but I used to get so aggravated, and I would be like, because I would lay down and I would start thinking about everything, what I should have done that day, what I need to do the next day, what bills were due when, like how much money do we have in the bank? Did I do a good job being a mom today? Like, was I a good friend today? Like, I would just literally think about all the things when I would lay down, and he didn't, and he would be snoring. I'm talking snoring, y'all. It was bad like a bear. And so I could not go to sleep. I would lay there every single night forever and just wake up feeling like I hadn't even slept. And now that I drink keto, that is probably my favorite benefit that I get from it, is I sleep so sound. I can lay down at night, turn my brain off. I just sleep solid, and then I wake up feeling super refreshed no matter how many hours I ended up getting. So if you're getting better sleep from keto, raise your hand. For sure. So the benefits are wonderful. Energy, the fat loss, the sleep, my hair's better, my skin's better, my mood's better, my everything, like everything about me is better. And it's all happened over these past 10 months since I found Prove It. And so I'm not going to talk you guys' ears off for 100 years, even though I totally can. I'm going to let someone else share their experience. Jake, if you can, I'm going to go ahead and unmute you so you are unmuted. Just kind of share with everybody your experience with Prove It so far and what you think about the product and all that kind of good stuff.
All right. So, hey, everybody. Jake, if you don't know me by now, get to, because I love y'all. Anyway, so what happened with me was I started posting about the ketogenic diet, and I've been posting a lot of it on Facebook, and I'd have success with the diet, and I kept seeing all these people from my hometown promoting this powder, keto powder stuff. And so I would make posts actually talking about, if you want to know about the ketogenic diet, talk to me, not these stupid powders. And I even screenshotted one because I wanted to save it just to, later on after I got involved with the company, just to see how stupid I was. But a friend of mine, Mallory, reached out and she sent me some samples, and I tried them and I made videos about them. Wanting to really promote my nutritional business, but also wanting to just debunk this stuff because supplements have never worked for me. I worked at GNC for 3 years. I asked for supplements for Christmas one year, literally asked for a bunch of protein and diet pills for Christmas. And, my parents knew how desperate I was, so they got them for me, but nothing ever worked, ever. And nothing, just period, nothing ever worked. So she sent me some of those samples. I tried them. The first day I took raspberry lemonade and thought that there was no way on God's green earth that this was doing what it was doing. And second day I took the chocolate, same thing. Third day I took the max, and I was outside recording videos, like staring at the sun almost. I mean, it was unreal at the focus and energy that stuff gave me. I called her the next day. I said, all right. I said, I want this. I want in. What do I got to do? And because she was like, well, okay. And I was like, but you don't understand. I was like, this is literally a miracle. Like, this stuff does exactly what it said it was going to do the first time I took it. And it has made me feel so much better, even incorporated into my diet. I was like, you don't understand how much research I've done on this. Like, this is going to change people's lives. And being a nurse, I knew that I can incorporate that into my program, into my life, and just actually, if somebody has something to get them to where they need to go, they're more likely to go there and to start that journey. And this does that for you. And so I started taking the product, and my business wasn't working out so well because I wanted to be the scientist behind everything. And then I started, talking to people about the business side, and they was like, just let it work for you. Let it do the work for you. So I started doing that. And my God, things slapped off for me, y'all. Like, you don't understand. This has changed not only my life, financially already, and I've been in since July 18th. Physically, I have people who just message me all the time. Thank you so much for telling me about this product. Like, I cannot believe it. But I got one girl on here tonight. Hey, Jessica, the other Jessica, she's watching. She took her first max today and was like, there's no way this is really doing this right now. And it was. I told her, I said, enjoy the ride. That's it. Like, this stuff is that freaking awesome. And But what I wanted to, express on as far as the company side goes is we got back from Vegas, guys, and lives were changed that day. I mean, there was 2,000 people in that room who had already been taking the product, who already promote the product. But this company is not about product. It's about people. They invest in the people and the product invests in itself. I mean, I'm telling you, there was not a dry eye in the room. I was puffy-eyed for 2 days straight, dehydrated from crying so much. Like, it made you realize who you were as a person. And that's why the event was called More and Better. I mean, because we want more for everybody and we want better for each other, and not a person left there without taking that. That's why tonight I wore this shirt that says I can do all things. See, y'all get me emotional again. I swear I wasn't going to do it, but I can't help it, y'all. I mean, this has touched my life so much. Like, I'm such a better person. And you can do all things. And this company has let me realize that. It's not pushing a diet pill down my throat. It's not pushing a product on me. It's just pushing me to be the best me that I can be. And if you were that way, it's going to rub off on somebody. It don't matter if you give them a max or an OS or just a good talk to. It is going to rub off on somebody, and they're going to benefit from that. So this company has led me to just pursue my passion for helping people farther than the nursing community ever has. And I am so blessed to be a part of this team, a part of this company so early, because it's only going to go up from here, y'all. I mean, it's not going to go down. I mean, you already see Facebook, every other ad is about keto. Well, guys, I mean, we started the stuff, I mean, that's it. It's like BU said, we flipped it on its ear, and they're all scrambling to try to find something to compete. And that's the blue ocean, baby. We're going to stay right out in front of all of them, and they ain't going to catch up with us. It's not going to happen. So, I mean, if you're on here and you have any doubts, if you leave this Zoom with a doubt, holler at me, because I guarantee you we'll throw that away before you go to sleep. So I'm telling y'all right now, man, this is it. It's kicking off, and I ain't turning back. There ain't no way. I'm going to be out there in that blue ocean with about 2,000-3,000 other people, and it's only going to get bigger. So, I love y'all, and that's my spiel.
Jake, I'm in love with you. Every time I hear you speak, I just want to quit and sign up underneath you. Like, you just get me so excited. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you guys have heard, me talk about how amazing it is. You've heard Jake say how amazing it is. Ashley Ashley just proposed to Jake on this Zoom. It's recorded, y'all, so it's the real deal. Let's hear from Sierra. If you don't mind, share with everybody kind of what it takes to get started, what we've got going on here at Prove It, and just some of the options that people can come in with, and then we'll take some questions.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, John is on the Zoom like 2 seconds away from me, and so all I hear is myself over there. So I'm like, please turn that down. I sound super weird. But yeah, so the cool part about Prove It is you can literally start a business for $37. Like, I know that sounds absolutely insane, but there are probably people on this Zoom who did the exact thing that I'm just talking about, that started their business for $37. And it's a $37 annual fee. But I would like to tell everybody exactly how I came into Prove It, because it worked really well for me. I've had great success with it. A lot of our friends and a lot of our promoters come in the exact same way, and it's called the Experience Pack. If somebody's been talking to you about being a promoter and you're not sure what the Experience Pack is, it's 200 servings, so it's 200 individual packets of keto in various flavors, and it's a great way to kick off your business. So not only do you get the 200 sample packs that you can bundle into 5-day or 10-day experiences, but you're also going to get what's called Rank 5 pay for a year. All that means that it's actually important is just that you get paid more on more levels underneath you. So basically you just make more money. Like, how cool is that? And then you also, what I was super excited about, is you get paid double commission on all of your brand new promoters for your first 30 days. And I know for myself and for Jessica and for Ashley, that actually equaled to a very substantial income our first 30 days, and made a huge difference for us and our family. Like, I got started, and my 30 days was right before Christmas. And I am so glad that we jumped in. We didn't necessarily have the money to come in with the Experience Pack. We actually used the last $1,000 that we had, because at the time it's $928. But if you're talking tonight, it's like $723 because we have 22% off, which is insane. I wish I'd gotten in on a 22% off sale. But the cool part about it is like we didn't have that money. Like we didn't have $1,000 in our bank account. We had $1,000 left on any credit card that we had, period. And that was really what we were supposed to be using for our kids' Christmas presents. And luckily, John was a little bit insane and probably believed in me way more than I believed in myself, and was like, you know what, just go ahead and do it. It's okay. It's totally fine. I believe in you. I think that you'll sell those 5-day experiences and we'll have that money back before Christmas. No big deal. And to say that we did that, I mean, and that it was a huge benefit for our business is an understatement. We actually got rid of all those trial packs and made all of our money back and then a little bit within like 24 hours, which is insane. So what you do is you just take those little sample packs and you bundle them up and you sell them to your friends and family. And then those people fall immediately in love, because I know everybody else on this Zoom fell in love with the product probably within their first 5 days too. And those are the people who are going to be your new customers. Those are the people who are going to be your new promoters. And we have other packages. We have packages that are more expensive. We have packages that are less expensive. You can literally come in with just a box of product and $37 if that's all you can financially afford. But I highly encourage, if you are capable of paying that, I guess today it's $723 for that experience pack, the benefits are insane. Like I said, for me, it was at least another $1,000, maybe even $2,000 worth of income for me in my first 30 days, just because we decided to come in with that experience pack. So whenever anybody says, hey, like I'm looking at these promoter packs, which one do you think is the best? Hands down, that is my favorite. There's also one that's a Max experience pack, that's an experience pack with only the Max flavors. That's also another option that's going to give you those same benefits. But I mean, if you are ready to go and you are fired up and you're like, I'm going to do this right now, and you're capable of purchasing that experience pack, I can promise you that anybody who's on this Zoom who bought the experience pack is glad that they did. And anyone who's on this Zoom who didn't come in with an experience pack wishes that they did. So, I just want to make sure that everybody knows all of those benefits, because how many of you guys came in with an experience pack? How many of y'all are super freaking glad you came in with an experience pack? Okay. How many of you guys wished you had come in with an experience pack because you didn't, and now you're like kicking yourself in the butt and like, can I please go back and start over from the beginning? Yeah. So there's nobody on this Zoom or on our team that says, man, I wish I hadn't have bought that. So just keep that in mind when you're thinking about joining. Like I said, you can literally get started for $37. There are people on our team who have earned their free car who started out just with the $37. But if you're like ready to go and you want to make some serious cash in your first 30 days, get that experience pack. I promise you it'll be worth it.
Okay, guys, so I think we have basically explained a lot of stuff, but I'm sure you have questions. So if you do, feel free to unmute yourself, and we can answer those for you, or you can type them in the chat. I'm trying to see if I missed any questions. I think a common question, and Sierra, I'm sorry, I don't think you went over this, but Prove It is really like no other company that I've ever heard of. We don't have any contracts, so you could come in and get started today and then change your mind tomorrow, and you're not going to be penalized in any way. So there's no contracts involved, no sales quotas, no monthly minimums, literally nothing, no risk whatsoever. We even have an amazing money back guarantee. So I love that Prove It stands behind their product. It makes it a little easier for me to share with other people, because I'm like, you know what? If you hate this, no big deal. Send it back and Prove It's going to refund your money. Another thing, I don't know if we mentioned, but this has been so easy for us to share with people. And the main reason is because we truly believe that everyone needs ketones in their life. And the cool part about it is that it's safe for everyone. So this is safe from womb to tomb. That means pregnant women, breastfeeding moms, kids. Most of our kids, if you have a child who drinks keto, raise your hand. Most of all of our kids are drinking it. My grandma drinks it. It's just something that everybody that I know, love, care about, meet, see, or even might meet in the future, I feel like I put on this earth to tell them about keto. That's how passionate I am about it. So that just really makes it easy. This is an easy thing. It's not something like makeup. You know, or mainly women wear makeup, and then all these other companies that are selling stuff like Scentsy or candles and pots and pans, Pampered Chef, whatever. I'm not knocking any other company. They're all great and wonderful. If that's your jam, go with it. But here at Prove It, we're sharing something that every single person on this earth can use and benefit from. And it's truly changing lives. I mean, if you're in the business of helping people, or if you feel like that you're led to do that, or if that makes you happy, if that gets you out of bed in the morning, this is for you. This is what you need to be doing. So any questions at all? Anybody? Hang on, Steven said he saw somebody raise their hand. No? Oh, Carter. He said, looks like Carter has one. Carter's like, when can I sign up? Okay, so we're going to wrap up the potential promoter segment. So if you are on here just to hear about the business, you can go ahead and hop off. Or if you're interested in hanging out with us, we're going to do a little recap from our weekend in Vegas. We just got back from a huge event there. You heard Jake say a little bit about it. So now's your chance. You can jump off, or you can continue to hang on and hear us out. But we're going to go ahead and get started with that. So thank you so much for joining in. If you have further questions, get with whoever invited you to the call, and they can get you in a group message with one of us, or we could do a call or whatever you want to do. No, I'm just going to keep recording it. Okay, so we've got several special guests. I'm not going to talk the whole time because I always talk the whole time on everything we do. So I'm going to automatically pass off the mic to Katie, because she looks like she's sitting on the edge of her seat and cannot wait to share with you guys her experience from Vegas. So Katie, you are unmuted, girl. You go ahead and just tell everybody, how this changed your life this weekend.
Oh my goodness. Hello, everyone. Hey, it was amazing. It was not what I had expected. I expected us to go in and just kind of talk about the business, and it would be business stuff. Brian Underwood, everybody was just incredible. But just to know that they're interested in building people, and that's how we change the world. They talked about that, and everything. I was sitting here tonight. My husband wasn't able to go, and sharing with him, and just the tools that will build you as a person. And that's what that was about, is building people. It's a company that believes in people and wants people to be better. And if we're all better individually, what can we really do as a group together? And I just love that. I learned so much. I think my biggest takeaway was fear, and how much fear had just kind of sat on me, and I really didn't know. And I read constantly. I'm constantly working on myself. But yet a little fear goes a really long way. And we talked a lot about that, and it just was life-changing. I'm playing big, and I have some really big dreams and some really big goals and a very big why, even outside of my own family. And it was something that God laid on my heart. And I got on that plane. I did a keto taster on the plane because it was a captive audience. And then I started laying out my nonprofit. Who do I want on my board of directors? What am I going to do? And I just wouldn't have been there that day without what we did. And Brian Underwood is amazing. I mean, Jessica, Marlo, I cannot thank everyone enough. It was an amazing experience. And you have to be there next year. Get a jar, stick it on your counter, and stick $1 in there every day. But make sure you're there, because if you want to grow your business, and you got to start with yourself. And that was really, I don't know what else to say, but I'm pumped. It's been 5 little notices every day. What do you know about ketosis? No, I'm doing 10. I'm saying my innate statement every day, and just make sure, do yourself a big favor. Make sure you're there next year. I know we're already saving for Epic because we're both going, and I don't know what else.
So, Katie, if you had to give one takeaway, one thing that was your favorite thing about the weekend, or something that really stood out to you, what would that be?
I think I have to go back to fear. I'm I'm not afraid to be successful. I loved listening to Mel, and listening to Brian. And, if you don't know how you sabotage yourself, you cannot fix it. And so I think for me, it was realizing just a little bit of fear of success. And I've been very successful in my life, but rebuilding again, reinventing yourself. And it definitely ignited a huge passion to make sure I'm stepping through my fear. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Just go. And I'm using it. Stop. I'm using it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And they're tools that I'm using. And I just can't wait to keep learning and keep growing. And I've absolutely fallen in love with y'all. I've absolutely fallen in love with this company. And that passion button is way pushed. So,
do you happen to have your innate statement memorized or have it with you?
I do not, and here's why. I also have a purpose statement, and I know I've told it to you before, so I have to figure out how to blend those. But hang on. I'm keeping it right here because I'm going to blend my innate statement and my purpose statement that I've spent my whole life learning. Do you want to hear my innate statement?
Yes, please.
Okay. I'm a powerful, focused, fearless, confident, deserving, relentless leader that inspires, encourages, leads by example, ignites smiles, plays hard, radiates joy, and shows up, and I'm a freaking champion. Now, now I want to tell you my purpose statement too, because I might need your help blending them. I am a confident, powerful, and lovable woman, dancing in the light of Jesus, encouraging myself and others through unconditional love and acceptance to live a joy-filled life. That's been my filter. So I have to blend those two together. But I can't wait to figure out how I'm going to do that because I am a champion. I'm going to figure it out. So, but thank you for letting me share that.
I believe both your statements when you say them, like, I believe in you. You can just hear it from your voice. So here's one more question. Do you think that after this weekend that it's going to change your business? So I do think that, we all walked away from that weekend with a change, 100%, whether that be a personal thing or business thing or whatever. So what do you think this is going to do for your business, your Prove It business?
Well, now that I know that there's fear there and I know how to step through it better, like I said, I'm not sending out 5, what do you know about ketones and ketosis and showing the campfire. I made a chicken list and I've already contacted all those people. I feel like there's a little rocket fuel in me. And I know when you're passionate, that is your greatest thing about being successful because you believe in it, just like you, Jess, and so I definitely know it's going to change everything. And I just can't wait to see it. But I'm just so passionate about sharing this with everyone because I want everyone to feel as good as Grant and I have. The side effect of this is wonderful, losing weight. My husband's lost 45 pounds in 8 weeks. I'm down 22 and just motivated. So I think it's definitely going to change my business.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much for spending some time with us tonight and sharing. Really quick, I'm going to move on and I'm going to mute you again. Ashley, I didn't warn you about this, but if you don't mind, go ahead and tell everyone about what we learned about sending out the text messages, and let's go ahead and get that going and challenge everyone to do that right now.
Hey guys, it's storming at my house, so can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I have the worst service ever. So this sounds so simple, but Katie just said this. It is the simplest thing ever, but I promise you it will change your business if you do it every single day. So right now, everyone do this. Take out your phone. Get your phones. Everybody got them? Okay, go through your contacts, okay? I don't care if it's Messenger, if you're going to send a text message, whatever you prefer, but go through your contacts right now while people are talking and send 5 messages. Hey, girl. Hey, Teresa. Hey, whoever the heck you are. Let them respond. They're going to say something. You're going to say, chit-chat for just a couple lines, and then you're going to say, what do you know about ketones or ketosis? That's it. Don't elaborate. Don't send them like 75 other words. Don't word vomit. Don't have a heart attack and die. Like literally just what do you know about ketones or ketosis? If they have any other questions besides I'm ready to order, pop them in a message with someone on your team. Let them help you with that third-party validation. And then let's crush the rest of this Zoom. And then at the end, we'll come back to this and see how you guys have done so far. But if we all do this every single day, just imagine how many new people that we can affect, how many people we can help. So just 5 right now. Ready, set, go. Love you. Okay, Jess.
Okay, awesome. I've sent out like 10 already today, I'm pretty sure. So let's go ahead and move on to our next speaker, Chris. I see you there, boo. Okay, so I got you unmuted. Chris, same thing as Katie. Tell everybody, what you took away from this weekend, what your experience was, and your biggest takeaway, and then how you feel this is going to change things moving forward for you.
What's going on, guys? Where do I start? I had no clue what I was getting into. You guys said it was going to change my life, and I was like, okay, whatever. But I went all in. On short notice, I had said, what do I have to lose but to get better? And kind of the same thing with the ketones. I did the same thing. I said, what do I have to lose but get better? So, man, was I proven wrong. I thought I was going to be going and learning about the business side a little bit. Had no clue about the personal growth side of it. That kind of hit me like a freight train. I took something from every day that we were there, and it hit me close to home. Whether it was the first day listening at Keto Academy to all the doctors speak and dealing with the stuff that I dealt with my family, or the second day, Joseph McClellan blew my mind. Like I was saying, he played Jedi mind tricks with everybody. By the end of the day, I was full on crying and whatever. I couldn't hold it back. Every day was something that it just validated that much more, not just the belief in the company, but the belief in myself to do it. I've always been a semi-confident person, but always had stuff that held me back that I didn't even know I had that was holding me back until Keto Academy and more. There was definitely barriers and blockages that I had no clue I was dealing with, and I thought everything was hunky-dory. And then next thing I know, I'm completely a different person now than I was last week. Even with the simple things of Mel Robbins' 5-second rule, the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I've done that Lord knows how many times since I've been home. The morning that I left, I ran on 2 hours of sleep and had to get up to get it on the plane. And obviously a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 was definitely needed that morning, along with a blue ocean to get on the plane. But what can I say? I mean, I repeat my innate statement every day 5 times. Kind of like Katie, I don't do the 5 messages a day. I try to send out 8 or 10, plus talk to whoever's breathing around me. I mean, I'm not filtering who I talk to or whether they want to listen or not. They're pretty much going to hear at least, what do you know about ketones or ketosis? If not, watch the video with me. If not, get the video through email or through text, or, it's about spreading the keto convo out there. And that's what I've been trying to do. The confidence level is, my confidence level was already rising prior to going to the show or to the event. But after the event, it's mind blowing. Nothing's, I don't think there's anything that's going to be stopping me from being able to achieve anything that I've set my mind to in this.
Okay, do you have your innate statement memorized, or do you happen to have it with you that you could share with us?
I pretty much have it memorized. I had to shorten it up a little bit because being an overachiever, I tend to go with instead of you telling me go with 5 adjectives, I think I ended up going with 8 or 9 that day. So I had to shorten it up a little bit just for the memory's sake. But I, Chris Rodriguez, am a fearless, focused, positive, driven, determined father, provider, and life changer that inspires others to do better, take one more step, and play full out. I am a freaking champion and prove it every day.
Oh my gosh, I love that. So if you guys are wondering what an innate statement is, it's what you believe about yourself or what you want to believe about yourself. And so, they kind of took maybe like 20 minutes with us and wrote down a ton of adjectives, a ton of nouns, a ton of verbs, maybe. I can't remember, but we wrote down, we all like called out all these different ones. They wrote them down on this big paper on the stage. And then everyone took a few minutes, looked at the list and kind of picked to me, it's what I want to be. And it's what I'm believing about myself more and more each day. So I can't honestly sit here and say that I have 100% belief in everything that's in my innate statement, but I certainly want to, and I'm working towards it, and I know that I will get there. That's one of my favorite things about what has happened to me over these past 10 months, especially with every event I go to. I get a little bit, my belief gets a little bit stronger in myself, in the company, in the product, in the mission. Like I get choked up just thinking about it. Like I'm not gonna cry. But it's unbelievable, guys, that we're all sitting on this opportunity, and it's not just an opportunity to make money. I know we talk about making money because that's fun and that's great, and that's probably what brought us all to the table initially. But we had no idea what this was going to do for us personally, as a person, as a mom, as a wife, as a friend, as a human being. Like, I had no clue that deciding to become a part of this company, deciding to drink my first keto, I had no idea. Okay, sorry. That wasn't part of the plan for me to talk about that, but I just get going. So really quick, we've got some people asking about the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I know Sierra talked about it 75 times today and really put it into play into her life. So Sierra, I'm going to unmute you if you can, and go ahead and just kind of share with everybody a little bit about Mel Robbins' segment and what we took away from that.
Yeah, absolutely. Mel Robbins was probably one of my favorite parts about this weekend, just because, like, I am always guilty. Like, how many of you guys feel guilty of procrastinating? Like, I procrastinate about all the things that I hate to do all day, every day. And that's why we currently have like no clean laundry in my house, is because I literally hate folding laundry, and so I procrastinate. So there's also things that in our business that we procrastinate or we hesitate on every single day, and we don't just do it. So that was really what Mel Robbins was there for us to do. So the 5-second rule is that there is actually something in your brain that changes when you count backwards from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you just do whatever it is that you were hesitating to do. There's actually like a 12-minute YouTube video that kind of explains the science behind it. And I've sent it to quite a few people who've been asking me, like, what the heck are you doing posting about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on your Facebook page all day long? And I've sent it to a few people, whether they're in our business or not, and they all come back and they're like, oh my gosh, that makes so much sense. So I'll post it in Team Legend when this is over. It's super short and it's totally worth it. But basically it's just saying, like, hesitation is the kiss of death. So when you know that you need to pick up the phone and send your 5 messages a day, but you hesitate because you're like, oh, like, what if somebody rejects me? Or what if somebody doesn't like me? Or what if somebody says no? Or someone turns me down? And you hesitate because you're not sure of yourself. All you need to do is just say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and just do it. So it can apply to your business. It can apply to your daily life. It can apply to getting out of bed. It can apply to working out in the morning. Whatever you hesitate that you know you need to do. That was the other thing that really struck me, was the fact, like, we all know what we need to do. Like, our inner wisdom never leaves us. It's just that our self-doubt creeps in. It's just that our limiting beliefs creep in. Like, every last one of you guys on this Zoom knows what it takes to be a champion, because it's literally just talking to people. It's having a conversation with people. It's just saying, hey, what do you know about ketones or ketosis? Like, it's literally that simple. What happens is, that's our wisdom. We know that that's what we're supposed to do. The self-doubt, the limiting beliefs, the what if somebody doesn't like me? What if somebody laughs at me? What if somebody tells me no? What if somebody, rejects me? What if somebody burns my house down because I asked them a question? Like, all of those little thoughts just creep into your head, and you immediately hesitate. And then when you hesitate, you don't do it, right? Like 9 times out of 10, you're like, oh, I should really get out of bed, and you hit the snooze button. You know, oh, I should text that person. I bet that they would be interested in ketones. And then you're like, oh, but what if they don't like me, or what if they reject me, or what if they tell me no, or what if they think it's part of a scam, or what if they say one of those things that I'm terrified to say. All you need to do is just remember who you are, remember that you're a champion, remember that inner wisdom, and literally just say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go, and just do it. I have applied that literally all day today. Like I used it to get out of bed. I used it to get the kids to school without stopping and, you know, doing 85 other tasks. Like it kept me on task. I used it to run errands that I've been putting off for 2 weeks because I just didn't feel like getting out of the house to do them. I used it to go to the post office. I used it just now to text 5 people who I've never texted about ketones or ketosis. So when those things pop into your head, all you have to do is just say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and just do it. Like, you know, you need to, you know, it's what you're supposed to do. You know that you like should get it done, that there's nothing wrong with doing it. You know that that's what it's going to take, and you just don't do it. So just put that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 into place. Stop hesitating, stop procrastinating, do it now. And you will, I promise you, you will feel so productive. Like today, I have felt so productive. Like John can probably tell you, I was actually in a super good mood when he came home, and I was like cleaning, which never happens. I don't clean. So I was in a super good mood and I was cleaning. Never. So rude. I was cleaning the kitchen, like, and he did the same thing too. So it doesn't have to just be in your business. Like in your day-to-day life, you're going to feel so much better when you just stop hesitating on doing those things that you know you need to do and just do them. So that was like my biggest takeaway. I have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 everything today. And I know a lot of you guys, how many of you guys have at least 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 at least one time today? Yeah, a lot of you guys. So if you have not seen the video, I encourage you to watch it. If you're not using 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 in your daily life, if you're not implementing the 5-second rule, try it. Just try it for a day for everything that you procrastinate. And I promise you, it'll feel like the most productive day you've ever had in your entire life, because I know that's how I feel today. Thanks, Brittany. I hate cleaning. I mean, let's be real. I just don't enjoy it. So I'm starting to not use it because things have gotten easier after using it. Yeah, and that's the other thing is you find that you're not a procrastinator. Like she says, you're in the habit of procrastinating. So it takes a few days and a few times to break that habit. But once you break that habit, you're going to be so productive without needing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So get out of the habit of procrastinating, hesitating, self-doubting, whatever your bad habit is, get out of it and use that technique, and it's going to make life so much easier. All right, that was super long.
Sierra, that was amazing. Thank you so much. And do you happen to have your innate statement that you can share with everyone?
Yeah, I do. I actually I'm having to rememorize it because from my first more to my second more, I changed it because I'm a different person than I was 6 months ago. But mine is, I, Sierra, am a genuine, inspiring, successful, fearless, and giving coach, badass, leader, and motivator that leads from the front, changes lives, and makes the difference for myself and others. And I freaking rock, and I prove it every day.
Okay, thank you. Love you so much, Sierra. You are all those things and more, for sure. So we've got another guest, Kelsey. Oh my goodness, Kelsey, can you unmute yourself, because I'm not seeing the option to unmute you. So you may not have joined the internet audio whenever you hopped on. So you can just leave the meeting and then join again. And when you join, it'll pop up and say, join internet audio.
Can I say one thing real quick?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
I've never been in a room with that many people that was family. I think that was the one big thing that I took away from it. I thought we were going to go in and learn about the product or learn more about the product or what products were coming out or that nature of type of convention. And to go into a room with over 2,000 people and everybody feels like family, there's no judgment. It's hugs and high fives and, shake your ass and just have a good time. I've never in my life felt that before. It was completely mind blowing. It was awesome. So for anybody who didn't get to go, do whatever it takes to get to go to the next event. I mean, it is worth every penny, and double it because it's worth that too. I mean, it's not just the belief in the company, but the belief in yourself, and just to feel welcomed by everybody. And, you know, we're all in it together. There's, like they were saying, there's no competition. Everybody's in for the same purpose. We're all in it to get other people feeling better. It's kind of like ketones. The fat loss is the side product of everything else going on. The money being made is a side product of everything else going on.
Yes.
To get everybody feeling better and having these better attitudes and more positivity is well worth getting ketones out there. I didn't join being a promoter to make any money. Obviously, my whole thing was, to be completely honest, I bought an experience pack to be greedy and to have it for myself. I was like, we're saving some money. Let's get it. That's 3 months supply for me and the wife. That's great. A week later, I was 3 weeks in and 25 pounds down. And I was like, all right, we got to change this up. We're going to start doing 5 packs and start getting this out to people, because it's starting to turn me around and how I felt. Right before I started, I was miserable. I've been working in the family business for like 20, 25 years now. And it was just repetitive stuff. It's always the same stress, anxiety, the same crap we got to deal with, you know. And within 3 weeks, that was already starting to turn around by itself. So I just wanted to say that the positive energy and the positivity there was amazing.
It's like being at church, but a little, I don't know.
A little bit better.
A little bit better. Yeah, I have to say that.
I don't know if you can say that, but
I guess it's like church camp. I don't know. It's like long church. I don't know. But it was so many things, guys. It's like a boot camp for yourself, and it's fun too. It's not just, it's just everything. I don't even know. Okay, Kelsey, I think I see that you have got it figured out. So let me unmute you. Can you try to talk? Let's see if we can hear you. I can't hear you. I don't know where she went. Oh, there she is. Oh, she moved again. She's like hopping around all over the place. Hang on. It says you're unmuted, Kelsey, but I still can't hear you for some reason. Do you have your Bluetooth on maybe? Okay, let's go to someone else while Kelsey still works on her phone to see if she can get it working. Does anybody on here that was there this weekend just, you know, feel like they have something that they want to share with everyone, or maybe share your innate statement?
Hey, Christy Zacher, can you unmute? You had some of the best takeaways in our huddle, and you made me super happy when we were talking in our huddle. So if you're capable of unmuting, I see you on here, but you're not visible. But if you're capable of unmuting, I would totally love to hear from you. I mean, somebody else can go while she's telling me yes or no, but she had some awesome stuff.
I feel like Misty George wants to talk.
She said, oh, I feel like Paul wants to talk. Hey, Paul.
Paul, we missed you the whole time. So rude.
Ah.
I cried every night.
Okay, Ashley, you just go ahead and tell us everything, boo.
Me? Okay.
Yeah.
So I went to the First More event in March, and you know, I went there just skeptical like everybody else. I felt amazing already. Like, I knew these people were incredible. I knew what the product had done for me. I'm not gonna lie, I really wasn't into the whole Keto Academy thing because it's just not my thing, and I have an attention span of 4 seconds. So I just thought, I'm not gonna survive this, right? But I felt so like validated. You know what I mean? Like that feeling you get when you know something's amazing, but it's just kind of hard to put it into words. But then when you hear these scientists and doctors talk about it, you truly feel like if you don't share this with people, you're doing them an injustice. So that's what I got from Keto Academy. But then more, if I could honestly tell you all everything it did for me, you just wouldn't understand. But it changed. It makes me cry right now. It literally changed me forever. I'm sorry, like forever and ever and ever forever. And so then this next event, I thought, there's no way I'm going to be able to go back and have it do anything more than what it did previously. But that was so untrue. Like the first event, I had to break the arrow. So what happens is you have this arrow and you write your biggest fear in life on it. And then you have to step into it and break it with your neck. Yes, Katie just held hers up. So that already sounds scary enough, right? But then when you realize what you're scared of and what you have to let go of, then you think, oh my gosh, I'm having to face this fear in front of all these people. I can't do it. I'm having to be real and honest with myself for a second. So that was a turning point in my life. This event, I had to be on the other side. I had to hold a board for people that were going through something in their life, something at home, something with their kids, something with their job, something in their relationship. So I had to be the supporter and hold the board and help these people step through their fear and realize that there was more on the other side, that they could let it go and they could be free and they could be happy and they could be all these things. So this time it was such a different perspective. It was me realizing how far I'd come, but how far I have left to go. And then it was watching people on my team and people around me go through the things that I've been through the past few months. It was watching them feel like, I am worthy and I am deserving and I am all these things and I can be this person and, I know what I'm capable of. So this time it was such a different feeling for me. So to get to come home and talk to all of you guys and kind of hear what you've experienced, it just makes me feel even more excited because everyone in that room took away something different than I did, and just to know that we're all on the same journey together to better. And better is different for me than it is for Jessica, than it is for Chris, than it is for Amy. Better is something different for every single one of us. And I'm just so excited that Prove It is going to be that vehicle that helps us realize that we can do those things, and that we deserve those things and that we can help other people have those things too. So yes, I got a lot of personal development. And because of that personal development, I realized that I need to stop being scared. I need to stop worrying about what people think. If they say, no, I don't want keto, I'm not going to die. You know what I mean? Like, it just really helps you realize that, hey, it's okay. You still have something incredible, and your butt better be out there every single day sharing this because you are responsible for helping other people realize what they can do. So I'm fired up. I'm so excited. I came home and called my sister and I was like, if you don't come to the next More event, I will literally never speak to you again. Like, we won't be sisters. We will not be sisters. And she's like, I promise I'll come. But you just realize that you love your family and friends so much. You want them to have this too. You want them to have this special feeling too. So I'm on fire, obviously.
Everyone should be, it should be a requirement for all Prove It promoters, but it should also be open to the public. I feel like I would just love to bring every single person that I know to that event because it was so awesome. Ashley, do you have your innate statement?
Yes, I do. Okay, hold on. Okay. So, I had to change it earlier, but you'll understand when you hear it. Okay, I, Ashley White, am a strong, fearless, inspiring, loving, genuine legend, life changer, and giver that empowers others, goes above and beyond, always has a positive attitude. I am a freaking champion, and I prove it every single day.
I love it. Y'all, if you don't have a statement, if you didn't go to More and you don't have a statement, please challenge yourself to write out a statement, and we can post on Team Legend the layout or whatever so that you'll know what to put in where. But these are just, I love to hear them. They give me chills when I hear, oh, Katie, oh my God, you wrote all those down? Dang, girl. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Okay, so Katie will take a picture of that and post it, or you can send it to me, whatever you want to do. But we're gonna get it posted so that everyone on Team Legend can have an innate statement because it's super important. Kelsey, okay, you're unmuted, so you try to talk again. No. Ah, dang it.
I hate it because she was really in that. She was there.
I know. Me and Ashley kept looking at you and we're like, oh my God, look at Kelsey. So maybe try if you have another phone or a different device or something, you can try one more time. Okay, Crystal Capla, are you on here? Crystal.
Am I working? Okay, I'm trying to keep myself in the dark. I literally have been cleaning the entire day and have not brushed my hair since I woke up this morning. Okay, so
I can only see your face, so you're good.
Okay, good. So this event, I mean, I thought the last one was life-changing for me. I'm gonna cry already even thinking about it. So I just kind of want to touch on two things. So at the last event, I struggled so dang hard with that aero brake. I know a few of you on here saw it, but I was a sobbing, blubbering idiot. I think I probably had like snot coming out of my nose and everybody saw it, but it was so hard. And some of the things that is hard for me to break through is my confidence, just to be in front of people, loving myself more. Just it was so hard. So when I got to the aero this year, you know, I felt better about it, but I also had teammates there watching me this time where I didn't have that last time. So I'm like, okay, I gotta do this. I gotta do this for my team. I have to, you know, show them that I can be a leader, and you know, I didn't want to freak them out. So I hesitated a little bit and I got through it, and it felt freaking amazing. And then just to have, like my struggles last year, or not last year, but earlier this year, was stepping into leadership. So there was things that I reflected back on that night that I noticed that I quickly jumped down from a chair whenever I saw someone that I didn't even know struggling and hesitating the same way I did. And I was down there helping them, pumping them up and teaching them how to get through it. And it just felt so amazing to step into that leadership role this time and realize, it was that point that I realized that, that I have grown more as a person than I truly realized it. I mean, Jessica and Ashley, you guys know how hard on myself I am all the time. And it was truly eye-opening to realize how much I have grown that I didn't realize. Which brings me back to another part of the event that I was sobbing, and I'm sure everyone else was, when Brian Underwood started the meditation of where, I'll kind of do a recap in case somebody, was everybody there that's on the Zoom right now, or no? Wait, I'm on a meeting. Okay, go ask your dad. Sorry. So there was a part, go baby, go. There was a part where they dim down the music, tell you to put your heads down, close your eyes, and they walk you through, Michaela, can you go out of the other room? Sorry. They walk you through where your life is right now, where you want to be, like what kind of neighborhood you want to live in, what you look like. This was in 24 months. It was flash forward 24 months from now. So you're envisioning this person you want to be, what kind of money you want to have, what kind of house you want to live in, what kind of car is in your driveway, and you're going for a walk down your neighborhood, and you approach this big field of flowers, and you take your shoes off, you walk through the flowers, and it's just you, and then you realize there's nothing around you. I don't know, I think he told us to lay down in the flowers or something. I don't know, I don't remember. I was crying. So then we get out of the flowers, and we approach a neighborhood that looked familiar. And I kind of caught on really quick that he was going to have you approach your old life. So then he says that there's someone approaching you that's a teenager, and as you get closer, they get younger. I'm going to cry. Sorry. But he made you embrace yourself, tell yourself that you, oh my God, sorry. How much you love yourself. And that's my biggest downfall, is that I struggle with self-belief, self-love, self-confidence, and I look so ugly right now. And it was truly an empowering moment just to get down and pretend that you're hugging yourself as a little girl and just love yourself. Sorry. And like it stuck with me, and I'll never forget it. And I am gonna stop hating myself from this day forward, because it was such an empowering moment. I even cried talking to my husband about it the other night. So, I mean, if that's something that you guys struggle with and just getting out of your shell and becoming the person that you want to be, just do it. Think back and put yourself in that moment of you being a little girl. And I mean, it was truly powerful. So that was my biggest takeaway.
So, Crystal, now that you have said that you're going to have all this belief in yourself and all that kind of good stuff, do you have your innate statement that you can share with us?
I do. It changed from last time because I realized that I'm not the same person. Let me get myself together. Sorry. Okay. I, Crystal Capla, am a fearless, positive, determined, confident leader that loves herself. I'm a mentor and millionaire that's getting, pardon my language, that's getting out of the fucking boat. And I'm going to inspire others to take action, smile more, brush it off. I am a champion, and I freaking rock and prove it every day.
Crystal, you are amazing. You truly are. We're so thankful for you. I feel like everybody on this Zoom right now is inspired, not only from you, but from everybody. But I don't know. I just can't wait to, oh my God, we see your hair. It looks terrible.
I know. My husband just turned on the light. Want to say hi?
I'm just kidding. Your hair looks fine.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Tony. Crystal made everybody cry. She's so
Yeah,
right.
no, that was sappy mess.
Sorry.
Thanks.
Okay. Crystal, I'm going to go ahead and, okay, you're muted. So, Kelsey, do you want to try one more time and see if we can hear you?
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yay, we can hear you.
Yay.
Sweet. Okay. Sorry, that was a struggle. I'm gonna turn mine off now that it's echoing. Wow. Okay. Just like we just heard, that the end of the first night of More, that hit home for me as well. That's kind of when I lost it. I didn't get to attend Keto Academy, and on Thursday I have ADD like no other, and so going into this, I didn't know what to expect. This is my first one. Obviously, I've only been with the company for 4 months, and so I was like, oh, we're just gonna learn about Prove It and how to sell better and connect with others, and so I didn't really know what to expect, and I lost it. I was moved and I was touched in a way that I couldn't have even imagined. I was able to go last minute. For those of you who don't know, I also coach volleyball, and this season I had to walk away from my position due to just circumstances for standing up for myself for the first time in a long time, because I give to others. That's what I do. I love to coach girls and inspire others. And so after college, I've been struggling of trying to find out like where my niche is and what my thing is. And when Megan introduced me to Prove It, I first started, trying to find something for my mom. And I didn't think I would be here today, to be honest. I was like, this is a bunch of crap. And I was going to prove it wrong, so to speak. And it proved me wrong tenfold. And I am more grateful than anything right now. I spent way too much money this past weekend, but it was worth every penny. Like at the end of the day, like I would tell anybody to go. I got home and I even told my mom, I was like, this was the best therapy session I could ever bought. And it, like you said, Jessica, like it could be for anybody. Like you don't have to, want to sell Prove It or like ketones or anything like that, but just the time that we spent together in that room, like that was something magical. I was just telling Chelsea here, she wasn't able to go with me, but I'm bringing her along next time. She's just getting started too. It's something that you can't describe. I lost myself in that moment because for so long I was like verbally abused growing up playing sports, just about my body image. And so like I negative talk a lot. And so when we went through that scenario, I like saw myself, and I just posted about this like on Facebook and Instagram yesterday. And I'm so quick to put other people before myself because that's just, I like to make other people happy. And so this experience really showed me that it is okay to be selfish and to put myself first. I haven't laughed as much. I haven't cried as much. I haven't felt so much love in a short amount of time with people that I just met. We all talk on Facebook all the time. You know, we help each other out. We're very supportive of one another. And this is a family. The community that Prove It has built is something that I've been searching for. And I'm just excited to continue to be a part of, because it's magical. And so many times you get caught up in the moment. People from, especially when Mel mixed us up on the last day and she's like, go sit by somebody you don't know. Everybody goes, oh crap, because we all do sit next to one another. But at the end of the day, it's not scary. Like, we're all human, and to witness everybody being vulnerable and open and let their guards down, that was something life-changing for me. And since I've come home, I'm a different person. I have more confidence. It's a work in progress, obviously, every day. But I've sent out 10 messages yesterday. I almost went to bed and I was like, no, I can't do that. I can't go to bed. I have to tell people about this. And I've started the keto conversation more and more. And I don't care. That fear is gone. The arrow thing that we did, I didn't want to do it. I was like, we really have to put that on our neck and like walk through this thing. I was like, and it was something so simple, but something so impactful, because looking back, I do have that fear, and I'm my own worst enemy. And so to be able to push through that and acknowledge it for the first time in a really long time, I'm forever grateful to Prove It, and for this community, for the love and support that I experienced. So yeah, I think that was just my biggest takeaway, was just re-acknowledging like myself and loving myself again through the process while helping others.
Do you have your statement, Chelsea?
I didn't have my statement, but I rewrote one because I didn't really like my statement, to be honest. And so I wrote mine, and it says, I, Kelsey Evie, am a strong, confident, genuine, deserving, badass coach, leader, friend, daughter who inspires others, leads by example, ignites smiles, and I am a freaking champion.
Yay! I'm sure if everybody can unmute, we would all be cheering for everybody saying their statement. So thank you so much for sharing. We've got one more person who I'm super excited that she was able to get on here. I wasn't 100% if she was going to. Brittany, I can't find you. Brittany, I know she's on here. Okay, I see her. Brittany Beck, she actually messaged me today and told me already what has happened in her business just from some of the things that she took away. So, Brittany, tell them what you told me today, because it's like...
It's so crazy. And I'm actually got another Zoom going in the background. So if you hear it, I'm sorry. Joseph took over. But anyways, so I have always been an introvert. I have always leaned on that as an excuse. And I've always been like, I'm going to build my business with my Facebook and Instagram. And I'm an introvert, so I'm not going to talk to people in person. I know it works. I see Rutherford do it. He tells me to do it. But I can't do it. I can't do it. So I was like, well, that won't be my strength. I'm going to use social media. Well, then when we did the thing on the stage and we just talked to people, and then when we were in the VIP, guys, I encourage you to get in the VIP event next time. It was absolutely amazing. Like, we definitely needed it. It was just like a great ending to the whole event. But anyways, they were like, just do it. Go up to talk to people and all this. And I know Mel Robbins was like, you're not a procrastinator. You have a habit of procrastinating. You have a habit of hesitating. He's getting mad at me. He's telling me to go further away. You have a habit of hesitating. You have a habit of being an introvert. And so I was like, oh my God, you're so right. I'm going to go to the garage, y'all. I'm so sorry. I was like, you're too close. I can hear you. Okay. Anyways, so he was like, she said, you have a habit of being an introvert. And I'm like, you are so freaking right. When I go to the grocery store and I'm walking around, I keep my head down. I don't make eye contact with anybody. It's not that I just have a habit of doing that. It's not like that doesn't define me. That's a habit of doing. So I'm like, I've got to be better at channeling my Ashley White best and just talking to people and complimenting them and just opening up the conversation and not just being like super like weird about things. And so anyways, on my ride home, we had this Uber driver and he was super young, probably like music, hours of sleep. So I was like, you know what? He's not interested. I know you need to build the muscle to talk to people, but he's not the one you need to talk to. He's young. He doesn't care anything about ketosis. He, all these excuses. And I was sitting there, with my window, like, let me just take a nap. It doesn't matter. And I said, Mitch Newman, talk to me. Is that the story you want to go with? And I was like, crap. Okay. I'm going to talk to him. Maybe. Let me just wait. And I was like, no, don't wait. Because Mel Robbins said, if you wait, you'll overthink it and you'll talk yourself out of it. And so I'm like, you know what? My resistance is my power. Step through. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, so do you do this for extra money? And so I just started talking. Do you know anything about ketones or ketosis? And he's like, nope. And I'm like, okay, well, can I get your phone number? I'm going to send you a short little video. And so I talked to him about it. And I'm like, we were down here for business and we just got to talking. And I was like, watch this video. If you're interested, just shoot me a text back and we'll talk. So anyway, he ended up texting me back and was like, I'm super interested. I'm like, is this for real? And so I got him in a group message and he is actually joining as a promoter tonight. I just can't even believe it, y'all. I mean, and this is what's crazy about it. This is like the thing that gives me chill bumps. Is on the way to the food court, I stopped and talked to Francisco Calero. And he said, Brittany, I was like, I don't think I'll ever get to rank 6 or rank 8 or anything like that. And he was like, you know what? Yes, you will. He said, you will find people that are looking for you. He's like, you just got to find the people that are looking for you. And when I went to get out of the Uber or the car, he looked at me and he said, I'm so glad I found you. And I was like, it just gave me chills like all over. I was like, oh my gosh, he's so glad he found me. And like, I almost missed the opportunity to even talk to him because I was making excuses. I had this story that I was going to go with and I just wiped it out and I just channeled everything I learned from more, and I just went for it. And he is going to join tonight as a promoter and he's so excited and he needs the extra money. And I just, anyways, it just gives me chills. I'm so excited. And so that's all I have to say. So thank you guys for letting me jump on.
Oh my gosh, Brittany, thank you so much for sharing. Like, I don't know, I'm so overcome with emotion. Even that, what she just said makes me feel like I'm going to cry. I feel like I'm pregnant.
Brittany, I'm so proud of you. I love you so much. Like, I literally teared up. I cannot believe it happened.
I know. I can't believe it either, y'all. I really, really did not want to talk to him. I didn't think there was a chance that he would ever drink a ketone, sell a ketone, nothing. I mean, he was like jamming out to some rap music, and I was just like, whoop, whoop. And then I was like, just do it. Just build the muscle. Like, it doesn't matter what he says. Just do it to have the experience of doing it. And so that's really all I did it for. And now he's like, oh, I can't wait to grow this business, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, this is insane. So anyways, maybe he'll come with me to Epic and I'll introduce y'all. He's amazing. So
I can't wait to tell him that we all heard his story before he even joined. So something else really quick that I heard on the huddle call today, if you guys were on there too, but it's master the mundane and divorce the outcome. So that's exactly what Brittany's talking about. Build the muscle. Like, it seems silly that all we have to do is text, message, talk to people and say the simple thing of, what do you know about ketones and ketosis? Like, that seems almost dumb because, you know what I mean? Like, you would think there's no way that you can build $1 million business by asking people that same question over and over again. There has to be another secret. There has to be another magic trick. There has to be something else to make this possible. But I'm telling you guys, Michael Rutherford, Brian Underwood, they will all, any successful person in this business will tell you that exact same thing, that that's all it takes. So everyone, and divorce the outcome, that just means stop worrying about what the outcome's going to be. Like, stop caring what that person's going to say, because if they say no, if they ignore you completely, if they tell you, you're an idiot, whatever they say to you, you're not going to care. You're not going to care because you have already trained yourself and made your mind up that it does not matter what they say, because the reason that you sent them that text is to build your muscle, is to practice, is to get your 5 in so that you can go to bed that night. You know what I mean? And then if you happen to get somebody who says, sure, send me the video, or yeah, I'd like to try it, or sure, I'd like more information on being a promoter, that's just, I'm going to use Jake's saying that he said earlier, that's just butter on your steak. Like, that just makes your day even better. It doesn't make or break you. You know what I mean? Because you are who you are. And if you just get up every single day and don't stop, you're going to be successful. There's just no way that you're not going to. So hopefully everyone took Ashley's challenge and sent out 5 texts or messages while we were on this Zoom tonight. So would anybody, has anybody gotten any great responses from that, or anything that you would like to share before we hop off here? I know we've been on this Zoom for 100 years. Y'all are probably literally ready to kill me.
Can I share something?
Yes, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Kristen. I just started about 2 weeks ago, and I have been on with Jessie last night, and she wanted to know who wanted to go, slow or medium or fast. And I said from the get-go, I want to go fast. And I always jump in things, and I just seem like I never complete them. I'm with another fashion company right now, and it's really slow, and it's just not going anywhere. I was with another company about a month and a half, 2 months ago, and I decided to stop doing it because I just wasn't feeling it. And then my upline totally brought this out, and I am amazed. I have fibromyalgia. I have anxiety. I don't deal with stress very well. I had surgery about 3.5 weeks ago, so I've been out of work. And I started 2 weeks ago, and I feel amazing. I can't explain it without the tears, because I just want everybody to do this. I wish I had the money to get the experience pack. I was able to only start with the $27 or the $37. And I was only able to get a family pack this week. Like, I saved up enough to be able to get that. And I actually used money from my other business because it's not really moving. But I had a phone call tonight that I was talking with a person who I just sent the message to this morning. Jessie gave us, send it out 5 times today. I've sent it out 20. I got 1 call back. I spoke with her on the phone. She's going to wait till Friday to see if she can do an experience pack, because she's out of work right now. She had surgery 6 months ago, and her husband said, "What do you want to do?" And she said, "I'd rather work from home." And she said this looked really exciting. So I spoke with her. I got the bug in her ear, so I'm hoping to hear back from her on Friday. And I'm hoping to hold my first mixer with my family on this week coming up. We're all going on vacation to North Carolina for my niece's wedding. So that was another thing we had to do, was get our mixer in. And that's my plan. I hope they don't get mad at me, but I'm going to try to do it with everybody that's there. So I want to thank you guys for boosting me to be able to want to do this more. So I appreciate it. Thank you for your stories for tonight. And I have not missed anything in the last week and a half. I've been on all the Zoom calls. I've been on all the meetings. I've been on the hustle call. So I want to thank you all for it. And I'm hoping to get to where you are in the time that you've gotten there too.
Thank you so much for sharing, Kristen. I think everybody here is super pumped up for you. We love everyone who comes into this business, but for those go-getters like you who want to go fast, and someone challenges you to send out the campfire video to 5 and you do it to 10 or 20, that's huge. That's definitely what it takes to get there, and to get there really, really fast. So anybody else have any results from sending out the campfire video today or during this Zoom or anything? Paul, did you send it out, yes or no? Sheena.
Okay.
Where you at, Boo?
I'm here. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I sent it out to a couple of people just now that I've never sent it to before, but I also sent it out to a couple people that I touched base with a few months ago whenever I first started, and I never heard back from them. One of them is actually getting an experience pack from me tomorrow because she said she was just waiting to see how long I stuck it out to see if it was legit or not. So keep going. Don't give up too early. But I also wanted to tell you guys one thing I wanted to tell you a while ago. But anyways, my favorite part, I want to tell you real quick about Keto Academy and more. I'm big in church. I used to deal with the youth group. Aubrey and I used to be over the youth group here at our church in Alto. And a lot of the things that were said there were biblical. That they didn't always say, you know, they were biblical, because most of the stuff there was resorted to as self-help type stuff or whatever. But I know, because I've read my Bible, I know what it is, but I know most of that was biblical. But whenever he gave the, I don't know, I guess I suck with words. Whenever he was talking about the lemon and smelling the lemon and tasting it, and anyways, and he was referring to the thoughts in your head and what you're looking at, the people around you and the thoughts that are in your head, and that is how you're going to act or react to things, basically. That just fired me up. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen any of my Facebook posts, but I told Jesse a couple months ago that I felt completely 100% that this is where God sent me, and he sent me here. And like, my motto has been, I can do anything with Christ and ketones, because I feel like I'm on top of the world. And I walked into worship practice tonight with our worship group at church, and I'm wearing this shirt that says, "Shut up and drink ketones." And I walked in there like, oh my gosh, you've got to be kidding me. And I'm like, look, y'all, this is who I am. Take it or leave it. You know, I love you. And anyways, I just want to tell you guys, just don't give up. Surround yourself with good, positive people all the time. Think good, positive thoughts, because what you think and who you surround yourself with, that's going to shine through more than anything. If you surround yourself with negative people, you're going to be a negative person. So just get around those people that love you and they want to feel good too, and then help them feel good with their ketones. And that's all.
Love you, Sheena, so much. That made me so proud.
I know.
I love you.
Y'all, this night is just too much. Oh my gosh. So does anybody else have anything they want to share before we get off?
Hey, I just have one thing, and I loved what you said, Sheena. You know what I call those people? I call those people balcony people. They are rooting you on. They are cheering for you constantly. And that's what I call them. And, you know, and when you walk in that room, there were 2,000 balcony people, you know, in there cheering for everyone, encouraging everyone. It's the bottom feeders that we have to stay away from. And really, it's just you just go next, because they might come back, like you said, seeing your success, seeing how long you stuck it out. And so I personally want to thank everyone on here for being in my balcony. And I feel it's really powerful. And being humble, hungry, and smart, right? That's what it's all about. So.
Okay, I can't take any more. I'm done.
You all stop. Thanks. Love you. I know this is literally raw. I don't know what's happening.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Anybody else really quick? I said I couldn't take any more than I asked if anybody else has anything else.
Hey, Jessica, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you.
Sorry.
Okay.
I just now, well, thanks, but I know you're lying.
You do.
Don't forget, I drove home.
Oh God. R.I.P.
Thank God for Blue Ocean, and I'm going to need everybody to send me a pack because I ran out. So, I just saw where somebody had put like some questions on there about how do you get that question out to people like you don't know and stuff like that. So I just wanted to tell what I did. And first of all, if anybody needs to know what going to more will do, I am talking on a Zoom. So there you go. That's the first thing. Second thing is, since I did not want to leave that hotel. So when we went on the on the way to the airport, we were literally walking down the street with our suitcases just so we could see the strip. and there was like a group of cops sitting there, and I noticed one of them had like I don't know what he had, some muscle something. So I just stopped and I was like, hey, are you on a call or anything? Like, can I ask you a question? He was like, sure. And I was like, well, have you ever heard of ketones and ketosis? And the guy next to him was a little bitty thing. And he was like, I'm pretty sure this question's to him, so I'll let y'all have it. And he was like, well, actually, I have. Why? What you got? And I said, I gave him a card, and I told him, I said, if you promise me you will go and watch the campfire video and then either email me, text me, anything, let me know what you think, I'll give you 2 free packs. And he was like, okay, that's a deal. Or I think I said 1, and then I said, if you do it with your friends, like all those other cops, then I'll give you 2. And one of them was the blue ocean, and I could kill myself now. But anyway, I did, and he sent me an email, and I just thought, well, that was easy. And I had been worried about that the whole time, and I went to Vegas hoping that y'all would tell me how to do that, and you didn't really, but, I mean, it was just all about why. I mean, I was scared. I don't know why, but it was like breaking that arrow. I just went right through it.
And now you can do it every single day over and over again. And the more you do it, the easier it's going to get, the better you're going to
I was doing it at gas stations on my ride home. And people were really like, wow, okay, lady, who are you and what do you want? But I didn't care.
All I can say is keep that fire, like keep that within you, because it's going to be super easy for life to get in the way. Something's going to come up, something's going to happen. You're going to skip a day of doing it, and before you know it, you're back to where you were before. I see it happen all the time. So get with someone who was at the event. A friend, didn't even have to be someone on your team, just somebody else, and be each other's accountability partners. Message each other every single day. Hey, what have you done today? Did you send your campfire video to 5 people? Have you read your innate statement to yourself? Like, what have you done today that we took from that event? And that way you can just kind of keep it with you. So,
and not just that,
I know everybody's fired up right now, but let's keep that going for sure. Ash, what were you saying?
I was just saying, not just that, but just like we're on this Zoom tonight, yes, we're recapping what happened at Moore, but do you think that every single day I want to get on every call and every Zoom? No, I'm a real person and I don't feel like it, right? But every time I do, I get so fired up and reignited all over again. So that's what you have to do. You have to stay consistent. You have to get on the huddles. If you can't get on the huddle, listen to the recording. You have to get on the Zooms. If you absolutely 110% cannot make it, watch the recording. But just do these daily things and you'll always stay that way. Like this fire will stay ignited all the time as long as you put in the work and stay consistent. Like we can all do these things. That's the only difference. That's what separates people that fail at this from the people that succeed. They're consistent and they don't give up. There's no other difference. That's the only thing you need to do. I promise you it works.
Amen. Hallelujah. Okay, anybody else? We for real got to go, yo.
I was going to sing a song, but it's time to go, so I'll do it to the next one. Love you.
Okay, practice your song and your tap dancing skills, and we will see all of you guys on the next Zoom. And I'll post this recording. It may take all night long because this was a 100-hour Zoom, but at some point I'll get it posted for y'all so you can share. But anyway, love you guys so much.
Love
Bye.
you guys. Add Jake on Snapchat. He sings, love you, bye.